Hello, welcome back to 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. We're here for a US beer, which I've not done a US beers for a very long time.
It's been a while, yeah.
This happened to be on Beers of Europe, and I was like, well, it'd be rude not to.
Beers of Europe.
It always delivers.
Do what it says in the tin.
It's slightly out of date, but it's as of November. But
that's not too far.
for an American Pale Ale, it's not going to do too bad. This one is DC Brau Public Pale Ale, which is a bit of a mouthful, but we'll see how we get on. Would you like to pour the two while I read the tasting notes?
Pour DMC.
That's right. Canned.
Oh dear!
No!
Oh dear!
No! What's he done?
Oh dear! Oh dear! I think maybe you turning it on its arse probably didn't help.
I didn't. I put it upright.
Yeah, but when you looked at it, I think you went.
Oh, okay. Well,
but I think it was a bit lively anyway.
Okay. Canned evidence that highly hopped needs not mean very bitter.
What is that, Yoda? What the fuck? Say that again.
Highly hopped you are. A red amber with a robust aroma of hoppy Hawaiian fruit punch, suggestive of orange and mango, which is just sweet enough to enhance the juicy impression. Well, I haven't got a clue what any of that meant.
Marketing gibberish. Isn't it?
It does sound like marketing gibberish.
Oh, sorry, I think I've slightly undersold you. Is it pouring? Yeah, it's pouring slightly hazy.
I think it is supposed to. That's how it's supposed to look.
Yeah, but I think I'll leave a little bit.
No, there's nothing. No, it's American beer. They don't charge their beers. Trust me, they do not charge their beers.
All right.
I'll get a cloth later.
Yeah.
Don't touch the beer. Right, so this is from Washington State, not Washington DC. Hold
It must
on.
be DC. It says
It
DC
must
Brau.
be DC. You're
Must
right,
be DC.
actually. Yeah, no, it is Washington DC. Sorry.
And yeah, because it's got the capital. You see the outline on the can.
There we go. Well,
That's the capital, isn't it?
yeah, it is the Capitol building. That's right. Yeah, where there was a planned insurrection,
Yeah.
allegedly.
So DC statehood facts. Would you like a DC statehood fact? New Columbia is the name of the proposed US state that would be created by the admission of the District of Columbia into the United States as the 51st state, according to legislation offered starting in the 98th Congress in 1983. Now, I saw a video about this the other day when I was bored. So, Washington, D.C. exists as a lump, but it is not a state.
Correct.
And it does not have voting powers for the presidential election and Congress
right.
and various things like the other states do.
That's
so
right.
there's actually a very large chunk of people who are completely disenfranchised from the entire political system. And somehow the Americans, yeehaw, we love democracy, man, we're going to go spread democracy around the world. They've got a load of people who can't actually vote, who live in the country because reasons.
Yeah.
Random historical reasons. Now they are... eventually they'll sort it out, but they're not in any great hurry to enfranchise a number of their folk, which seems very American in its own particular way.
Shall we?
Rules for thee, but not for me.
Oh, thanks very much. Shall we go for the smell?
Yeah, I can smell it from here. Well, actually, it's on the table.
Woohoo! This is quite a departure from everything we've been drinking this evening. I'm actually quite looking forward to it. Actually, it smells quite piney.
Yeah,
and resinous. And I quite like that in an IPA.
Piney, resinous.
Because I know what I like in an American IPA, and this is exactly it.
There's some booze. There's already some boozy sweetness underneath.
What was 6%.
ABV on it. Okay.
First brew, 2011, 6%.
Okay, well you can smell it coming. No fear.
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Cheers. Oh, a bit more muted than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to punch me. I thought the smell was going to punch me in the face.
However,
it's nice.
Yeah. However, I suppose your crafty types would say, man, you need to drink it fresh, blah, blah, blah. Perhaps if it was 1 month after production as opposed to 1 month after its BBE, perhaps you might get a slightly different flavour hit.
It's still really good, though.
But it's nice.
Got a nice malty, ambery taste to it. And it's got that kind of piney, resinous taste, which I quite like. But none of it punches you in the face, which I quite like.
It kind of tastes how it smells and...
it's very nice.
and how it looks in that sort of American beer way. Generally, when you see these kind of American beers, you go, is it going to take it?
I like it a lot. It's really good.
Corresponds. I don't know what point I was making now. I think it was a bit stupid.
Well, here's what's also quite interesting is this was when they started the brewery here. There hadn't been a brewery in the District of Columbia for nearly 60 years.
Oh, okay.
That's very interesting. So so they obviously got stuff going in Washington DC. Interesting. So they went political in choosing names for their beers.
Okay.
So
Let's get political.
the three.
Political.
That's a Logical song, right?
No. That's Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, the beers. There's three flagship beers are Citizen, Corruption, and Public. Yeah. There we go. Very nice.
Yeah, it's a decent beer, this.
I've got an interesting little tidbit about this brewery, actually, which I read the other day.
Right.
This brewery, and I've never seen this brewery in the UK before, I've never seen DC Brau before. They've just signed a deal. This is so bizarre. They've just signed a deal with Home Bargains to have one of their ranges going into it in the UK.
Oh, that's so craft.
Which is just so bizarre.
I'm sure the local crafties on the twits will be frothing with rage.
Yeah, no, they won't, because it's American craft beer, and therefore American craft beer never counts. It never counts. No. I remember when I was in the when I was for a short period of time in the UK Craft Beer Forum Facebook group.
That must have been must go bald before your time.
Very interesting. And I posted people posted beers they're drinking. I posted like some really interesting, very very crafty American beers, and people said I wasn't allowed to do it. Not allowed to do it because it wasn't.
It's not craft.
It wasn't craft as they know it.
Don't know what it is, mate. Not craft.
Yeah, it wasn't. They weren't interested because it wasn't one of. You were only allowed to post about a certain breweries that were allowed, who were the favourite breweries, the favourite children at the time. And I was posting about a brewery none of them had heard of, and they were like, "No, you can't do that." It's like
I did hear some stories about them.
So actually, the American craft beer world is far more mature and sensible about things, but it hasn't got because it's been around so long, and it's kind of like the best beers out there now in the US. It's not wanky in the way that ours are, so there isn't that snobbiness.
No, well, it's
and also craft beer has a definition in the US.
Oh, definition!
An official definition.
I need to get bogged down in definitions, man. That's so bourgeoisie.
It has a definition, so. Which we do not have in the UK because anything can be craft and nothing can be craft.
So I suppose we should probably stop rehashing 2016 now.
Yeah.
And move on.
We'll leave that there. It's a nice beer.
It's a decent
Good work.
beer, this, yeah. Well done, DC. Hope you can vote soon. Maybe this side of
the 22nd century.
Yeah, us being alive.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see if you know a beer review.
Vote me for president!
No.